All right. I am excited to play this. I love this game. This is a thrilling time for me. I love streaming this game especially. God, I'm tired. Please don't mistake my weariness for a lack of enthusiasm. The enthusiasm is there. The mind is willing, but the body is weak and spongy. Hello, Sammy. Welcome. Alright. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record. Since last year, at least. Yeah, that's the way it's been going. Every year since. And like, new records every year. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. Indeed it does. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Skunk apes are super fun. Let's see. Has anything happened to you on these hikes? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? The cryptids. Yeah. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. We have a bird that has built a nest up in our carport. It's the same bird that has been shitting all over my car, and I would love to get rid of it, but now that it has built a nest, and I'm sure that there are eggs inside, it's like, well, now there's a moral conundrum going on. Now, like, stop shitting on my car. You can have all the nests you want. Raise your babies. I don't care. Just stop it. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. Learned something interesting about tetanus, that if you get, like, stabbed with a rusty something or other like that, it's not so much, like, if you get scraped, I mean, still, by all means, get medically checked out. But if you get scraped, typically you're fine. Tetanus is usually present underneath an enclosed wound. So if you get something deep, like a nail driven in your foot or something like that, and then it scabs over, and the infection part is like inside the flesh, then it can't get out. That's where the tetanus comes in. Learned that. That was interesting. You don't want lockjaw. If you get jabbed or by something rusty and you aren't up on your immunizations, go get checked out. Don't take the medical advice of a fucking game streamer. That's the ultimate advice. This is all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Let's move on. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, Duke, you rascal. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Whew, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. I love doing Duke's voice. It feels like putting on an old shoe. Nice and comfortable. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape. Sorry I asked. And who's this you suckered into coming with me? Wait a tick, you aren't... Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter. Won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know?
You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down.
Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best.
That you did. But I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listen to any of it the way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungos or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I lost 3 this week, and I can't afford to lose any more than that.
I'm so sorry to hear that. But, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Just Gretchen's face here. Love it.
Now, see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you.
Oh, Duke, you don't think it's...
I do, actually. Those damn mountain lions, they're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You ain't been out in the woods as long as I have. These sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course, you wouldn't find any one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's from getting at my chickens. Couldn't be anything else.
I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. It's true. There are mountain lions out here, sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees.
I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster is spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts have been 100% confirmed. You'd have Pelagian cougars is some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by gears like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true.
I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. It's certainly plausible. Whether it's possible... Anyway.
You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods, Don. And if you two don't want a fish full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight.
Try to bond over... So you're a Duke man. His name's Duke. That doesn't mean he's like a Duke alumni. Never met somebody named after a team. Oh, okay. Are you threatening us? We were here first, if you know. Don't butt in. This is between Duke and Stella. I'm kind of more inclined for that, but I am curious about the try to bond over sports thing. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, well, I was born in the name. Why, you a fan?
Go Devils!
Damn straight. We don't think that just because we root around the same team, I'm going to let 2 of you tromp around these woods.
Alright, Hamper Butt. There's no need to cause Duke any more hassle. I'm not the one hassling, lady. Let's head out. We can come back some other time. Ooh. Oh, wait. No, we're not actually going to... We're not going to dip out. I see what you're doing, Stella.
Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two run along now and stay safe.
As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke get the edge on us that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll get us around. That'll let us get around him. Maybe we should be wearing some orange vests or something. Just saying. Like, I know what's down the trail, and it's nothing good. Like, I don't... The part of me that is protective of Gretchen doesn't just... I just don't want to go. I like my head intact, not blown to pieces, thank you very much. While I understand... Oh, Gretchen. Oh, Gretchen, what are you doing? While I understand your fears, Hamperbot, this is an opportunity for once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Seize it while you can. You don't have to worry about old Duke. I've been out tracking with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. There's no shaking you, is there? There's no getting off of this train track. I promise it'll be fun and safe. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Here we go. All right, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Hamperbutt, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. I think there's a squatch in these woods. And keep digging, Gretches. I love that Gretchen is like embracing the whole YouTube culture thing and just like speaking out to her fans so they can actually hear her. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. She got it in one take. That's impressive. Not always possible. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. I'm loving the biodiversity up here. I'm so used to only seeing pigeons and rats. I can't wait to whip out my copy of Guide to the Birds and Wildlife of Western North Carolina and go to town on some identifications. Oh, so you're a bit of a bird watcher. I hear bird watchers go wild for cardinals, and they're our state birds, so you're in for a great week. You'll get an eyeful of all the angry little red birds your heart could desire. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Get behind me, quick! Whoa, is that deer? I like his book smart, and yet I still put on like the Keanu server. You know, whoa. I've seen videos of them making that spooky little warning snort, but I've never heard it in person. Sure was, let's check it out. Oh, dear. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Pain, rot, decay. A deer, let me at him. How dare he infringe upon my dearest Stella's personal space? Let me at him. All right, calm down, Scrappy-Doo. And then it's gone. Geez, Gretchen, calm down. You're going to hurt yourself. Oh my, it seems I was consumed by a blinding rage. How very unladylike. What must you think of me? She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her like you've been doing the entire time, just saying. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. Yeah, you try harnessing a pudgy little hot dog. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Was the animal? I mean, even okay. Talking to animals, like, was the deer threatening us? You know, pain, rot, decay. Well, that didn't sound like a threat. It sounded more like a cry of anguish, which would make sense given the state of it. Cyst needs Dr. Pimple Popper. Yeah, I think you're right. I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. Not a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger, poor thing, but there's not much we can do about it. Remain silent. Like, man, I got no input on this one. Hey, are you hungry? Now seems like a great time to take a snack break. Ugh. After looking at that deer, I'm famished. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Take one of everything. You know, one of everything isn't bad. As much as you can? No! One of everything. Hamper butt. Don't be a glutton. Somebody's hungry. I'm so glad you're having such a good time with my food. You look at Stella in response, your mouth full. It's delicious. There will be time for conversation when you're finished, but not now. You eat. Need my protein. Got to carb up. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, and as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you, Gretchen gnaws on a stick, distracted for the time being. So tell me what it's like in Sammy. That's right, I forgot that. I'm from Sammy. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be hamper butt. First time in history anybody's ever said that sentence. Let's see, I live alone in a studio apartment. I wish I could be like, I live under the stairs of a mean family. It's a mixed bag. I mean, that's life. Feels like I'm stuck in a closet alone and no one can come let me out because I chose this for myself. And as far as they know, I'm happy being there. You know, life is what you make it. If you're stuck in a closet alone, you know, get some plants and some nice lighting. The lights flicker. The toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat litter. Well, it might be you and your protein powder, just saying. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, and it's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. But I guess it's home. I do what I can to spruce up the place. I've got a plant. Hey, there you go. You know how they say living things are supposed to brighten up a room. I agree. I love my plants. I have become an indoor plant guy. No regrets. It's been fun. When you put it like that, I wonder if staying in that old mansion is a step up or a step down for you. Maybe just a step sideways. Have you tried looking for a different place or maybe finding a roommate? Said my place is cramped. Don't know if I want a roommate. There's got to be a better apartment than that in a big city like yeah, enough bad roommates. I'm enjoying the solitude. I know it's possible to have a good roommate, but I know people who are great friends with theirs, but it's never worked out like that for me. The loneliness is at least better than that. Yeah, that's fair. I've never had roommates, so I have no idea what it's like. Sharing a place as an adult, I can see that being tough. It is what it is. You get somebody that is communicative and respectful and, you know, all is well, but that's the hitch, isn't it? So what do you do for a living? I'm an arts and crafts kind of guy. I sell things on Etsy. Sometimes I'll do commissions. Sometimes I'll just sort of find something on the street and fix it up with a quirky design, like giving something a mustache or painting it to look like a bee. That's specific. Oh, so you're an artist and you upcycle trash. That's cool, hamper butt. Oh, I love what I do. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but you know what? I love it. It might not be much, but it's empowering to feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. And I like bees. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up on what I do for a living. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your living situation? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Do you live alone? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore. And the Holler's a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. Because they're Dead Moms Club! High five! Yeah, say nothing. That's one of those things. If somebody wanted to say, they would proffer it themselves. Whoa. My stars, what was that? Stella immediately packs her bag and slings it over her shoulder. More deer? Could be. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it. And it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check this out. I don't want to be responsible for this. I've been towards both branches of this fork in the road, and I gotta tell you, now that I'm on the third go-around, there's no fucking way I'm letting anything happen to Gretchen. I'm not letting it, no. Gretchen will survive. You and Stella inch toward the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. Do stay close, Hampa Butt. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Pain is all pain, cluck. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2 or 3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. There's a lady and her skunk apes. But whatever it is, that's one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's heading north. Let's go after it. Were we about to discover a new animal? I never thought I'd get to scratch that one off the bucket list. Yeah, I'm pumped, but we won't get to discover it unless we catch it. Let's go! Stella sprints into the woods in pursuit, leaving you no choice but to run after her. Gretchen excitedly pulls you along by her leash. Oopsie doodles. Stella, my darling companion, are you all right? Oof.
Oh good, might just get you first.
You only have to be faster than the slowest person. You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. Investigate that chicken. Get out the air fryer. Don't let Gretchen get too close. She'll try to take a bite of it if you don't stop her. I would never. Something about this bird doesn't smell right. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She squirms against her harness. We'll examine things. Why am I alive? Well, that's just the question that everybody has, isn't it? The elusive, immortal question. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. They yearn for a detective, a mystery. The chicken police. Looks like this is what Stella slipped on. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns. Examine the growth. Good God, at first you thought this might have been a tumor, but this is something else. Not a tumor. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. If you didn't know better, you'd say this could be some sort of parasitic growth, like a wasp laying eggs inside a caterpillar. Having investigated to your heart's content, you turn away to give Stella room to film. Ahem. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Geez, I'm going to have to put some massive content warnings for this video. Hey, do you hear that? There's something out there, all right, all around us. I can smell it. There are so many of them.
What in the damn hell are you two doing out here? Didn't I tell you to... Birdie? Oh, Birdie, what's wrong, darling? Good God. Did you all see what did this to her?
I mean, it's a growth under her skin. I don't know if anything did that to her. Well, I mean, maybe. I mean, that's the whole mystery of Scarlet Hollow, isn't it?
I'm not telling you to...
No, and I'm pretty sure we can hear them.
Oh, don't tell me you're all caught up in Stella's nonsense.
No, but I have ears, asshole. I mean, the game's doing a good job with the stereo and the headphones. I mean, Duke, I know you're old, but goddamn. Duke, I'm so sorry. We were on the trail when we found her like this.
Put that camera away, for God's sake, girl. I don't want to be in another one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting.
Duke, did you hear what Hamperbutt said? I think they're coming closer. You stay away from my Stella, you mongrels.
Come out, you sons of bitches.
Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what'll happen. You hear that, Stella?
Oh. Duke, you hear that, Della? That ain't the sound of something Pete like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me get up a line of a good shot.
The name is Hamperbutt. I can feel that white hot rage really is starting to wash back over me. I'm going after them.
Let me at them. Let me at them.
As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness.
Quick, they're closing in on us.
Dive for Gretchen. I'm sorry, Duke. I am sorry. It is fun to do your voice. But I'm not letting anything happen to Gretchen. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder.
God damn it.
You hear a body hit the ground, and then it's quiet as the chaos fades and the sound of nature creep back in. Gretchen? Hamperbutt? Duke? You all right? Just glad we're not dead. Yeah, not being dead is good. How about you, Duke? What happened? Did I lose myself again? I apologize for being so easily shaken up. I'll do better. Gretchen, here. I'll take her. My poor little pup. Thanks for watching out for her. Duke? Are you okay? Ah, he's fine. Just rub some dirt on it. Oh my god, Duke, holy shit, what do we do now? What the hell are we supposed to do? We gotta go to the police. I mean, there's a dead body. I know I think this is the same path that I've taken before, but, like, yeah. One thing I have learned is if you don't go to the police, or if that's not your next answer, I mean, not within the context of the game, but within the context of real life, is it immediately becomes suspicious upon you. They start to investigate the nature of this hunting accident. Like, well, why didn't you call the police? What do you mean, what do we do? We got to take this to police. A man's dead. What happened to Duke? Is something wrong with him? Why won't he get up? Oh, Gretchen. You're right, and we have footage of what happened here, but it's so dark and shaky, it all just seems so unbelievable. Well, that just puts it right in the same category as every other cryptid footage. We need more footage. Come on, let's get after them before we lose our chance. Ah, bruh, whatever. This might be a bad idea, but it's your and Stella's bad idea to make. No, I've given my idea. This is Stella's bad idea to make. It looks like Duke managed to tag one of them before he, you know, wound up with absolute hamburger helper for a head. Yeah, I know. We should be able to follow that blood trail. Let's go while it's still fresh. Super duper idea. As you and Stella push through the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Keep running. God, they're everywhere. Yeah, this is your idea. I smell something terribly foul, like a pile of rancid meat. I think we're almost there. The trees are starting to thin out. Yep. The shrieks pull back into steady whispers as you and Stella stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest, and you are surrounded. What is this horrible place? We need to get out of here. More of those swellings. All the animals in here have them. Or had them.
I can take him.
I think we have enough footage. Let's get the hell away from this nest before things get ugly. Just as you follow Stella in a mad dash through the woods, so too do the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest. In the high branches of trees and down on the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. We're almost there! As you and Stella reach the main road, the cries of the creatures fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they stopped following us. I certainly can't smell that stench anymore. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. Oh no. I know we're trying to be nice to Tabitha, but this hasn't gone our way. And 13 text messages. Yep, caller. No, caller or text? Yeah, caller. That's the right thing to do. We don't want her to worry anymore. It's a lot of... Yeah. Alright, we'll text her that you're okay. So it's unread. Well, that's on her. You know, I can only do what I can do. Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello, Earl. It's Stella Richmond. I'm up the mountain on the Askina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl, who's going to tell Bo? I guess now we wait. It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives on the scene. Out of it walk two officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses despite it being the middle of the night. See, right there, a thing jumps out of the woods and then the shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury doughboy? Could be a naked maniac. As the video reveals the creature's nest, Franklin ever so slightly lowers his sunglasses. Or a whole bunch of naked maniacs? That's a good time. What the heck is that? Some sort of crop circle? Wasn't a circle, Earl. Come on. They killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now, we're going to have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond, if you don't mind. This is evidence. Oh, okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. A little switcheroo there. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I, please, call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you. Who are you exactly? That's Hamper Butt. They came into town today for the funeral. Hamper Butt? As in... Hamper Butt? As in from the New England Butts? Oh my god. Tabitha's cousin, yeah. Damn, didn't think you'd actually show. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't... never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in those woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke isn't going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. Yeah, not like wildlife does things to dead bodies. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Yeah. Well, that's all Duke has at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs. This guy is really hung up on the naked maniacs thing. And it makes me wonder which of those two, like the naked or the maniacs, that intrigues him more. But retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Do we have to ride back with you? We can walk. Those creatures just left. We'll be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist, for your own safety. Stella sighs. All right, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. But what about Stella? She hates being in those wheeled contraptions. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. Fucking Gretchen. The cops usher you and Stella back into the back of the squad car. You are just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hugby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella, a worried look stretched across her little pug face as Hugby scratches behind her ears. Stella stares out the window, oddly quiet. Oh, my poor Stella. Neither one of us much likes these awful metal beasts. If only I was able to comfort her. Confound this old man who reeks of coffee for keeping us apart. Nothing wrong with coffee. Hey Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Place a comforting hand on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease and hear her let out a self-soothing sigh. Remain silent. Let's not probe this or anything. Like, some comfort and some quiet. That's the way to go in this situation. You sit quietly, watching the trees pass by in the light of the headlights. Every now and then, you think you see a pale, anguished face staring out at you before it slips back into the darkness. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. I gotta tell you, streaming this game specifically, in which I do the narration and so forth, it always triggers this, like, I should do more creepypasta readings. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was, Butt. Hamper Butt. Sure, you're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on them for us. Make sure they don't get in any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchy. And y'all have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos get you in trouble, you know how to get in touch. I'm just sled into Duke's voice. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. No, let's not explore that. She has her reasons. It seems like it's, a little bit of trauma going on there. Nope. 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 How are you holding up? That's the one. How am I? I mean, not great, but I'm more worried about you. I can't believe that just implied that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all that footage. They haven't even confirmed that there's a body yet. Even after we found that nest. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. Nor will I, though I have little understanding of police work. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about these things. If we can get clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame me for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. What is it? Oh. Well, we're 45 minutes into the stream. I don't want to cut it off quite yet, so let's do it. Awesome, let's go. I'm glad you're sticking it out with us. It's always so nice to have an extra companion. I hope she's still awake. There's something foul creeping up behind us. Oh, right.
Are you
Jesus. You and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Hamperbutt. Is it okay if we come in? Of course, of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for the hibiscus tea. And for goodness sakes, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It is a lovely nook. Very cozy. This place always has the loveliest aromas. It's nice to finally meet you, Hamperbutt. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler, and now poor Pearline is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Yeah, who was that? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him, but I kind of am. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. I love getting that, like, inside track from, you know, like your parents' friends and so forth. How did you know that she died? Well, I imagine that, like, you know, keep tabs on folks, you know, stalk their Facebook profiles and all. I never met Pearline. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the... Well, hang on now. Okay, so this is the part of, like, dialogue choice trees that I don't like. Is when it gives you a truncated option. And then when it, you know, expands out into the full dialogue of that option, it takes on a completely different tone than you intended. I never met Pearline. Okay. But I have no feelings about the woman. That's not the message I was trying to convey. You know, it was like, I never met Pearline, so, like, maybe I'm inquisitive about her. Maybe, you know, like, I've heard something. You know, the game that was, I think, the worst about that was L.A. Noire. Oh my god, those truncated dialogue options expanded out into some of the wackiest bullshit. That's Fairchild, but it seemed like the right thing to do. We need your help, lady. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another. We've already had pleasantries. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff. We got trouble with a capital T, which rhymes with C, which stands for cryptid. I'm not so sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classic spiritualism. Jesus, what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord, have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't the local wildlife, Miss Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls a memory card from her sleeves and pops it into her phone. I wasn't just about to let the police hold on to this, at least not before we had a chance to make a copy. Smooth. The cops wouldn't know what to do with that footage anyway. Imagine if they accidentally erased it. Exactly. I'll give it to them if they ask again, but for now, we can examine the footage for ourselves. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest? Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger? And louder, if you can. I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. Kanika? Oh, sorry. Scratch. Kanika? Are we seeing Kanika? You better come with me, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. God, I love you, Sammy. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato? Kanika, is it me? Am I a good potato? I certainly hope I am. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? Hi, I'm Hamper Butt. Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay, let me just close some tabs. Delete some history. Yeah, give me a second. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? We can watch this without you. You know I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? This is far beyond my ability to contribute. Pronunciations and such. Sorry. This is far beyond my ability to contribute. I'll leave the thinking to you humans. I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Hamperbutt and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? Did you get hurt? I'm fine. Really, I'm okay. Remain silent. Both of those other options seem awfully catty. Poor Duke. Poor Bo. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Bo. But Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in too much of a hurry about it to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. I did like Duke. Those things are still out there, and as long as they are, more people are in danger. So very true, but not for the reasons you think. These things, my grandmother called them ditchlings. They're a terrible omen. A sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on, whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Hamperbutt with this tally-po crap. A man just died. Have some respect. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. How can you say that? Duke is dead. An unfortunate accident and nothing more. That's true. I mean, Duke is... Let's think about how Duke is dead. Is it a bunch of bite wounds? No, it's a shotgun blast to the fucking head. That wasn't an animal. That was a shotgun. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate. To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom, they've clearly had a rough night. They don't need... Well, I mean, we did come here for information. Didn't necessarily think that information would be palatable. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful, see? Stella, whatever these things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out, not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest. What were those growths? It must be part of their life cycle. I looked at that chicken up close, and it looked like some sort of parasitic growth, like when a wasp lays eggs in a caterpillar. That seems plausible. But I don't want to jump to any conclusions about this. You get to an hour of reading this text, and all of a sudden you just like start... But I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something this out there, not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all of this up. Oh dear, I've forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you up a couple cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Hamper Butt get some rest. I ran them ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I'm still wired. I can use some tea. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. Well, say what you mean to say then. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anybody has information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go on home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on... I love that. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Bye, Hamper Butt. It's excellent, iced or warm, though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. What an unfortunately short visit. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. Yes, ma'am. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. Okay, so I think like one of the main social focuses that I want is to be nice to Tabitha. And if I stay the night, even under innocent circumstances, which I've kind of like tried the lascivious and it just doesn't work out. So it would be under innocent circumstances, but it would not be to the benefit of my relationship with Tabitha. I should go home and I should be there when she wakes up. And check on Tabitha. Not because she has a conniption, but because we're concerned for her well-being. That's sweet of you. Are you sure you're okay heading back up that mountain alone? Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I won't stop you if you really want to go back. Well, I mean, I'm torn, to be honest, but here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. You and Stella exchange numbers. I'll see you tomorrow. We're in this together. Like this. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. Good luck, Hamper Butt. You begin the long hike back up to the Scarlet estate alone. Continue down the path. I don't see the faces yet. That must be tomorrow morning. Almost home. Continue down the path. You've made it. Your salvation in sight. You make a mad dash to the door. Let's just try the door. If she's asleep, but she's not. As you reach for the door knob, the door swings open. Where the hell have you been? I called you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. Well, I mean, if we both missed our phones, then we're kind of both at fault. Let's call this a draw. Let's have some ice cream. Do you know anyone named Wayne? Ooh, you know, I think that's one topic to avoid. Hi, Tabby. Hi, Tabby. That's right, the Tabby thing. That was the tip-off. I forgot about that. So you met Stella then, and she's gotten you all worked up. That explains everything. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. You don't want to hang out? Is that like... yeah, I'll try it. I'd just love to hang out for a little bit. Cool down a bit. No, I'm not going to hang out with you. It's late. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Don't do anything stupid while I'm asleep. Just go to your room and sleep. God help me. I'm trying. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. As you settle into your room, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. Yeah. We say we're going to do something, we do something. That's the way it works. Hey, how are you? She sounds a little different, like she's been crying. Did you make it back all right? You okay? Totally fine. I mean, as fine as I could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Go get some Z's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Oh, well, this has been a fun stream, and I'm looking forward to picking this back up Thursday morning. Which will be my first day off for a long weekend, going to Salem, Massachusetts for a film festival. I am looking forward to that. Like, I honestly can't tell what I'm most looking forward to about it. Like, the opportunity to hang out with like-minded folks in the community of, you know, like horror fans that are, just good folks. Watching films. You know, I love watching films, and, you know, especially from up-and-coming filmmakers and stuff that hasn't hit the theaters yet and may find some distribution. Or just having a nice long weekend, you know, road trip and, you know, eating at some greasy spoons and all that. I think it's like, it's all of it. And I get to hang out with Kate and Aaron again. That'll be nice. Maybe Chet. Don't know if Chet's actually going. Anyway, Scarlet Hollow. That was chapter, what? Was that all of, yeah, episode 1. So, episode 2 awaits in 2 days at 5 a.m. Thursday. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Jemana. Thank you, everyone. And thank you if you're watching this after the fact on my YouTube channel, Rotted Gaming. If you want, you can check me out live every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at Rotted_Gaming on the Twitch platform. That should about do it. So take care, everybody. I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one. Let's have a great week coming up. Bye.